Alrighty guys, welcome back to Star Wars Review. Today I'm reviewing Star Wars A New Dawn, which is written by John Jackson Miller and was released on September 2nd, 2014, and was the first canon adult novel released in the new canon, which started in 2014, and is the first major appearances of Kanan Jarrus / Caleb Doom and Hera Syndulla, though they appeared in the shorts for Star Wars Rebels, and the shorts had middle grade novelizations and whatnot, but this novel is the first time we really see them in a big role. I will say, Hera doesn't get as much as Kanan. I would definitely say Kanan is the main character of this story, but one of the major points of the story is showing how those two meet and whatnot. Obviously, this novel came out before a single episode of Rebels even aired, so, this is really the first time we see them together, and as someone who's watched all of Rebels already, I enjoyed seeing it, and, how it happens and whatnot, but, I will say I didn't, love this novel that much, and, obviously, novel is 8 years old, and it is supposed to be a, tie-in to Rebels, but, released before the show, so it is kind of supposed to introduce Kanan and Hera, and as, I've already watched all Rebels, I already know these characters, and so, maybe the story is maybe a little too basic, for them. It does, give Kanan enough more backstory than what you fully get from watching the show, but, Hera just kind of, didn't feel like there was a whole lot there, but, like I said, this did come out before the show, and I've already watched all the episodes, so I already know the characters, and so it's, it makes sense for why, I guess it's more basic, because it is their first appearances, major appearances, so, yeah, but, they do give enough for Kanan, they, say how when he's a former Jedi Padawan who survived Order 66, I do wish there was a little more from Hera. We do learn she's looking for people to, fight against the Empire and eventually form a rebellion and whatnot. But, yeah, the story was just, I guess meant to give the basics of those characters and whatnot. So, yeah, but the novel also introduced some other characters, notably Ray Sloan, who would later appear in the Aftermath novel trilogy and become a bigger character there. So, this shows when she hasn't, climbed the ranks yet. But, yeah, obviously that's really the only other major character. All the other ones are pretty much only in this novel. But the general gist of the story is Kanan is living on this planet named Gorse, and he hauls bombs to its moon, Cinda, for miners to use to blow up stuff, to mine a material called Thorlide for the Empire, because they need it for Star Destroyers. But there's this Clone Wars veteran named Skelly who, plants the bombs, and he's warning everyone that, they're eventually going to blow the moon up by, planting too many bombs. And, no one takes him seriously. But the Empire eventually arrives to make production go quicker, being led by this cyborg named Count Vidian. But Skelly eventually ends up blowing up the one mine to, show them that he's right. But it just causes a bunch of chaos for everyone and Kanan and whatnot. But, we see, shortly before that, Hera arrives there to meet with this man named Hedda, who works for this surveillance company on Gorse. But he gets arrested before, him and Hera are, able to meet. So he does, beforehand, get his supervisor, this Celestian female named Zaluna, to go meet Hera instead. But, Hera and Kanan's paths eventually cross, and they meet Zaluna, and, stuff continues to happen. But then Skelly gets to Vidian thinking that he'll listen to him about the moon, but all it does is give Vidian the idea to just blow up the moon right now and just recover all the resources to meet his quota, and then just pass it on, the duties of the moon onto the next person, so they get blamed for, the resources going dry. And so, he actually ends up, doing a test and blows up a good chunk of the moon. But, afterwards, reluctantly, Kanan, Hera, and Zeluna team up with Skelly to try to save the moon. And then they, eventually, go from there and whatnot. I won't get into much, what happens after that. But, I enjoyed all this. I like this Vidian character. He's definitely an interesting villain. And I like the other characters, Skelly, Zeluna, and several others. But, I liked all the characters. There wasn't really any I disliked. But, I didn't really love any of them. Obviously outside of Kanan and Hera. So, yeah, and that's really just kind of my full thoughts on the novel. There wasn't anything I majorly disliked about it, but there just wasn't anything I, absolutely loved about it. I didn't think it was, an amazing novel. Nothing blew me away. So, yeah, but it isn't a bad novel. It's, I thought it was well paced and, there's enough there, a satisfying enough conclusion. I just, just didn't connect with it, I guess, too much. So, yeah, but, if you're a big fan of Rebels and, Kanan and Hera, it's definitely a good read there. Definitely if you want to know how they met and whatnot. But, yeah, if you're wanting more about Kanan as a Jedi and Force user, there really isn't much in this story. He barely uses the Force, which makes sense as he is, supposed to be in hiding. But, obviously there's other stories. There is the Kanan Marvel comic series, which does dive into that more, so you can read that. But, yeah. But, if you're not a fan of Rebels, you're probably not going to enjoy the novel that much. But, yeah, obviously you could, maybe, I don't know, but I recommend it more if you are already a fan of Rebels. But, yeah. Anyways, my grade, I'm going to give it a B. I didn't think it was a bad novel. It was definitely good, but I just didn't connect with it, I guess, that much. So, yeah. But, anyways, that's going to be it for this one. I'm going to be starting up Rebels animated series with the first, episode, technically 2 episodes, review for that. I believe Spark of Rebellion is the name of the episode, so you can check that out then. But in the meantime, I've been Star Wars Review, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.